Page 4. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Sanje juda zoge jo namla janju bado dane gyabsochi dage jinso gebe sonamge tola benjire sanje jubare jo Sanje juda zoge jo namla janju bado dane gyabsochi dage jinso gebe sonamge tola benjire sanje jubare jo Sanje juda zoge jonam lo janju bado dane gyabsu che dage jinso gebe sonam ge jola benjire sanje jubare sho Om ye dharma to prabhavam Hetum tesham dathagato hyavatat tesham chaya evam bhati mahashramana yesvaha Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam Hetum tesham dathagato hyavatat tesham chayo nirodha evam bhati mahashramana yesva Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam Hetum tesham dathagato hyavatat tesham chayo nirodha evam bhati mahashramana yesvaha All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata, the cessation causes as well as taught by the great seer. Okay, today we read the Identifying the Mother.
You need to remind things. You need to remind things.
Yes, okay.
One is
Little later.
And fifth is transformation.
Okay. First we will recite these verses, not verses, Identifying the Mother. Then after that we'll do this. The two questions. 182. Recognize the mother. Okay, this is the this is composed by Venerable Jangyo Rinpoche, and he composed this in China. In what is known as the Wudeshan. Wudeshan in Tibetan is Ruwutsenga, Gyana Ruwutsenga, and that is considered as the holy place of the sacred place of Arimanjushri, Wudeshan. How many of you know that with hands? 1, 2, 3. Okay. His Holiness the Dalai Lama expressed several times. They proposed this to the Chinese government. That, of course, Tibetan China issue. That's one thing. And then His Holiness he proposed that I personally wanted to visit Wudeshan for his personal pilgrimage to pay respect to Arimanjushri. That was what His Holiness proposed many years ago. His Holiness expressed this aspiration to go there on pilgrimage. So there's a place where this great teacher, Jangyo Rinpoche, And again, he composed this text on emptiness. So what we recognize the mother, this is actually a text on emptiness, which he composed as in a form of extempore, meaning that just without preparation, he just randomly composed because of his very profound experience of emptiness in the holy land of Aramanjushri. Aramanjushri, the Buddha of the wisdom. And here what we need to remember is that the mother refers to the emptiness. Father refers to the emptiness, this is ultimate truth. And the father refers to the counterpart, which is conventional truth. And what we meet with, we always meet with the conventional truth. We don't meet with ultimate truth. Right? 24 hours. So in the sleep, you wake up, you eat breakfast, all these are just conventional truth. We never meet with the, and yet our affinity to the mother is more. But we are not seeing the mother, emptiness. So is for so beautifully done. The author, so what he's saying is that the authors, say each one of us, our brother, in a form of dependent origination, as a brother, dependent origination introduces us to the mother, because the brother knows the mother so well. We never met the mother, and he's introduced us to the mother. And by seeing the mother, then you discover that what we are seeing is actually the father, dependent origination. This beautiful composition. Okay, and now that we introduced emptiness a little bit, I'm sure that you get some sense of what we are reading. And then towards the second half, we see the mention that the emptiness concept, it can be misunderstood in many ways. And many ways is very dangerous. It can be misunderstood, and the people think that they get something very shallow, and they think that they got emptiness. So all these possible misconceptions or partial understanding of emptiness, the author would identify all of them one by one, and then would they explain how you can upgrade your understanding to the deeper understanding. When you don't get the final understanding, then you see many contradictions. Oh, this is not allowed, this is not allowed, this is not good, this is not correct. And so you see so many contradictions, and the author is identifying that what you view as the not proper, not good, whatever, there's no contradiction. Because of this, he just explains. And and also you see that there's a mention of some of the traditions, like the ancient Indian traditions, Tibetan traditions, who he identified, and then try to rectify them. So it's not to reject the traditions, it's to reject some of the people in the particular tradition who could not really get the import of emptiness as per Arinigarjuna's view, and as per what one's own tradition actually explains. So some who are not so well versed, in other words, not well versed in emptiness, so these are actually the people who he identified, rectified them, and okay, this is what we need to remember. And it's not to reject, it's not about just being contemptuous of other traditions, undermining other traditions. No, it's not about that. Okay, so finally the point is that we should realize emptiness, and we should get rid of our fears. This is the whole point. Ready? Let's read this. Recognize the Mother, the Song on Experience of the Middle Way, by Changyarube Doji, Emma Ho. He who reveals in air the wonder of profound dependent arising nature, O my Guru, your kindness is indeed boundless. Kindly reside in my heart as I utter these extemporaneous words from the thoughts flashing in my mind. This helpless child who lost his old mother so long ago is about to realize coincidentally that he has not recognized that she has been with him all along. She is perhaps the one that is and is not, And it's told to me quietly by my brother, the dependent arising. The diverse subject-object duality is my mother's benign smiles. This cycle of birth and death, her deceptive words, or my undeceiving mother, have betrayed me. So I hope to be saved by my brother, the dependent arising. Yet it is ultimately through your kindness alone, O Mother, that I can hope to be freed. If subject-object duality is as they seem to be, then not even the Buddhas of all three times can save us. But this diversity of changes is in reality my unchanging mother's expression. Hence, there is indeed a way out. Things not established objectively is a inexpressible mother. Mutual dependency is the play of deception. Just merely this is how we should understand. Not finding the father when sought is in fact finding the mother. And the father is found on mother's lap. That is how the kind parent saved me, the child, I'm told. It seems that my brother's mirror reflects the ungrasped face of my mother, which is neither one nor multiple. Yet a helpless one like me had no idea of it. Based on the instructions sent through wind by Nagarjuna and Chandrakirti, which Manjushri Garbha has sent a bird to pass it on to us, averse that hardships of a long and tiring search has I hope to see the accompanying old mother. Here Manjushri Garbha refers to Alamansun Garbha. There seem to be amongst today's scholars those who being caught in the web of terms, thoroughly withstanding true existence, etc., seek only something which haunts to be negated while leaving intact the solid appearance. But not my mother's unveiled face, such vivid duality is not found, I believe. Through excessive discussion of the mark, my old mother is likely to run away. Things exist, though not in this mode of chaos and contradictions. For the inseparable bond of our loving parents seemed that of harmony and tenderness. Vaibhashika, Sautrantika, Vijnanivadin, and three Eastern masters, though labeled this mother with names so divergent, limestone like white elephant, marked with beaming tiger stripes in the form of physical matter, a foolish lunatic monkey, an intrinsic subject, a ferocious bear, the inherency devoid of duality, yet they all lost the old mother. Likewise, many scholars and meditators amidst Sakya, Nyingma, Karma, Drukpa pride themselves in diverse terminologies, self-awareness of non-subjective emptiness and clarity, primordial purity of spontaneity, the true face of Samadhavatra, Mahamudra, the unfabricated innate mind, neither existent nor non-existent, a mere absence of any thesis. It is all well if the target is hit, but I wonder what you are all pointing at. As external matter is not dismantled, Vaibhashika worry not and be pleased. Though without self-cognizance, cognition and cognizance are tenable, all Vijnanivadins all be pleased. Though without intrinsic nature, dependent relation starkly remains, be pleased too, the three Eastern masters. As clarity and emptiness can be held as uncontradictory, upholders of pupil instructions hold doubts no more. Though primordially pure, good and bad are feasible, the knowledge bearers need no clinging to purity. Though one meditates through contrivance, the innate dawns, the elder meditators need no insistence. As the absence of elaboration of existence or non-existence can be accepted, the stubborn logicians need not fret. All these occurred perhaps due to unfamiliarity with the standard conventions. For those lacking extensive study, it is not that I have no respect for you, please pardon if offended. Though I am not an all-knower, yet have expertise in the ways of riding the well-bred horse of my ancestors' works. Through an enduring, persistent exertion, I hope to get over the impossible cliff. No surgery required for the seeker it is, never grasp as true, for it is false. Yet this falsity should not be dispelled, for it is real. Well deserved is the respite, the freedom from the extreme of eternalism and annihilism. Though lacking the coveted experience of direct seeing the mother, I feel as though I am seeing right in front of me the kind parents lost for so long. Great indeed is the kindness of Nagarjuna and his disciples. Great indeed is the kindness of Venerable Lobsang. Great indeed is my Guru's kindness. In return I revere the mother. By the joyous celebration of all noble deeds, through the mating of the young child of awareness, with his unproduced and inexpressible old mother, may all mother beings be led to the lasting joy. I, Rolbe Doji, perform here this joy a dance of ecstatic joy to please the three jewels. Okay, Tomar.
You told us to remind you on day 7 to explain.
This is day 7?
This is day 7.
7 or 6? Today.
That depends how you count. If the first day in Matthew is day 1 or day 1. It's day 1 and day 7.
This is 7. Yes, it's 7. So what's the question? Remind me what?
In page 12,
Yes.
there is independent origination.
Ah,
There is this,
good. Let us turn to page 4. If you could see in the middle what Tomar is saying, in dependent origination, there is no ceasing, no arising, no annihilation, no permanence, no coming, no going, no separateness, no sameness. I prostrate to the consummate Buddha, the supreme among all teachers, the one who taught this peace which is free of elaborations. Okay, so this is the right time for us to explain this. And from here we see that there's a mention of 8 things, or 4 in pair, meaning the 4 pairs. 4 pairs, 4 into 2 is 8. So we see that of these 8, let's say the first 2, what are the first 2? No ceasing, no arising. Okay, no ceasing, no arising. We see that in this world, whole universe is operating on the basis of arising, ceasing, arising, ceasing, arising, ceasing. Yes, right? Say, 2024, January 1st, the 12th midnight, people celebrate it, right? Firecrackers. Why? Arising of New Year and ceasing of the old year. Season all year and arising New Year, right? And some people say, 2023 was a very hopeless year. Batteries go off, right? Yes, somebody told me directly. Oh, it's a bad year. The batteries goes fast, and 2024 the new one should come. So new should arise, old should go away, old should cease, and then new should rise. And then they say, first, when you sign up for the retreat, right? Oh, where are you going? I'm going to Tushita. When you reach the Tushita, when are you leaving? Right? Busy. When are you leaving? When are you leaving? So, there, going is what? The arising new experience. And living is ceasing of the old experience. So, likewise, say you see that the arising, ceasing, arising, ceasing. Say when we were all very young, age like very young, meaning age the 10, 11, 12, there, say the parents would be there to give us pleasant surprises, gifts. We are so happy your birthday arises, so happy your birthday ceases, meaning your birthday finish, and then tomorrow, or the other words, Friday comes, so beautiful. Monday, the Friday goes away, Saturday goes away, Sunday goes away, Sunday ceases, Monday rises, very sad. Right? So we say this is how the universe is operating. All our life. Say in America, most of the presidents, their main propaganda is what? What do you call it? Manifesto. They manifesto change. What is change? Means that all should go away and new should come. This is change. All should cease and new should arise. Arising, ceasing, arising, ceasing. So this is when, with the good things you expect to arise, the bad things should. When the good things arise, you are so happy. When the good things cease, you are very sad. When the bad things arise, you are very sad. Bad things stop, cease, you are very happy. You're getting it? In other words, the whole world is operating on the basis of ceasing and arising, ceasing and arising. So you go to the museum. What do you see? The old things. They see dinosaurs gone. Right? The Genghis Khan gone. And then what? Alexander the Great. There's no great there, he's gone. You're getting it? Now it's like stories. Finish. and new things are coming up. And the new things arising will also cease. This is how universe is operating. So from this, the lesson that we take is that in case, if we make the most of this life, yes, whether you extract meaning out of this life or not take meaning out of life, your life will cease. Your life will cease. Then next life will arise. The point is that if we can extract meaning out of this, meaning of this life is extremely beautiful. And whatever is the past is past. From the take a lesson. Take a lesson, don't worry about the past too much. Take a lesson out of this and then start a new journey. It should be beginning of new era for you. You getting it? New era. Don't remain bogged down for any reason. Just start new. You have a Buddha nature there. So then we see the whole universe is operating on the basis of arising and ceasing, arising and ceasing. Just see how precise it, how true that is. That not only that, the remaining six, annihilation and permanence. The bad things, in our mind, that should annihilate completely, and the good things should be permanent completely, right? Truly permanent, lasting forever, good things. This is what we crave for. So annihilation and permanence. Then coming and going, right? Coming and going. Say that your friends, your family members, say that when they come to you, you're very happy. When they leave you, you're very sad. Going is very sad. And the undesirable people, when they come, very sad, so unhappy. When they leave, very happy. Coming, going. Again, we see that these are things which actually are involved with stirring emotions of sadness, grief, all these anger, attack, all these things are related to this phenomenon. Then what? Then, hey, coming, going. No separate and no sameness. Say, people fight over separateness and sameness, right? So, Tibetans will say that, no, we the Tibetans are not Chinese, we are separate. And CCP saying, no, we are one. You're getting it? And Germany, East Germany, South Germany, no, West Germany, East Germany. They will say, no, we are one, we have to come together. Then the European countries, they become more matured. They become more matured with many years of experience of First World War, Second World War, capturing the whole world, Europeans, right? And eventually they become more mature. Okay, now for us to sit in tiny states, it's not good for anybody. Let's come European Union. Let's become one. Let's be one. Yes, we come. And then after a while, Britishers will say that, no, we will get out. Right? We want separate, right? Oneness separate. This is how the world is suffering. You're getting it? So, we see that all our emotion stirs are happening because of these 8 phenomena. All our emotional stirs are happening because of these 8 phenomena. And these 8 phenomena, if you see that they are like dreams, then you see that anything that you do, any emotional stirs happen, just see that they are somehow connected to one of these 8 phenomena. In actuality, these all 8 phenomena, they are dependent originated. There's nothing intrinsically there. They're all dependent originated. So which means they are like dream. They're not intrinsically real. They're all dependent originated. What is dependent originated 8 phenomena? We see them as intrinsically real, objective real 8 phenomena, because of which then the emotions are stirred. Every time emotions are stirred, you feel, unhappy with somebody, or angry with somebody, or attached to somebody, jealous, or let's say what? Some emotions, the destructive emotions arise within us. Then they think that, are they associated with the seeing? In the first place, are they associated with one of these 8 phenomena? Just check that. If the answer is yes, then how did I see these 8 phenomena, any of these 8 phenomena, as objective real or as subjective real? Then when you see that the objective real, then the emotions are stirred. You getting it? So just check it. And when we realize this, then our job is to learn how these 8 are nothing but they come into existence by dependent origination. They don't come intrinsically, objectively, they come dependent origin. Once you know that they arise and the dependent originated in the form by dependence or other factors, then naturally you see that you start to see things as say for example, okay, so when you see these things as dependent originated, they are like dreams. Then the emotional stress will all start. Okay, so then it says that in dependent origination, there is no ceasing nor rising. What is dependent originated? There's no objective ceasing, there's no objective arising. While we see these 8 phenomena, whenever we interact, we encounter with these 8 phenomena, we see them as intrinsically real, but in actuality, they're all playing in the form of dependent origination, in the domain of dependent origination. In dependent origination, there's no intrinsic ceasing, there's no intrinsic arising. There's no intrinsic annihilation, there's no intrinsic permanence, there's no intrinsic coming, there's no intrinsic going, no oneness, no separateness. In other words, independent origination means dependence on subjective imputation. So if there is dependent on subjective imputation, what is from the object? Let's say that this flower is lying close to, close to Oscar, right? Okay, it's lying close to Oscar. And then I rush and say that this is mine. I rush and to say this is mine. What does it imply? It implies that it is not yours. You're getting it? So when I say, if I go there and say, no, Oscar, this is not yours, it's very offensive. But I say, if it is mine, it's a nice way of saying it's not yours. You agree? So when I say it is mine, it is another way of saying it is not yours. When I say that all the 8 phenomena, they exist dependently, they exist subjectively, it means, hey, what happened? So when we see these 8 phenomena, they exist subjectively means they don't exist objectively. Objectively, they are empty. You're getting it? But what stirs our emotion is when we see these things, these 8 phenomena, objectively or subjectively? Objectively. So objectively, there's nothing really there to stir your emotions. When you see that, then what happens? No annihilation, no permanence, no coming, no going, no separate, no sameness. Prostrate to the concept of Buddha, the supreme among all teachers, the one who taught this peace, where mental stir happens because of seeing these, and then in the experience, in that experience of the emptiness, where you pick up the isolate of non-affirming negative. Nothing implied, nothing is affirmed. So in this experience, all conventionalities like sickness, aging, death, everything dissolves. And then you feel absolute peace. So, I proceed to the concept of Buddha, the supreme among all teachers, one who taught this peace. You're getting it? This peace, where all your stress, tension, depression, everything dissolve in this experience of the emptiness. So, this peace, who taught this? The Buddha taught this. And who's ever taught this? Okay, tell me, who do you consider as the best teacher? I'm asking you, I'm not asking somebody else. Who you consider as the best teacher? If you are, okay, what was your profession?
Profession?
You may not remember, you're too young. You were just schooled from.
You can say media.
Media. Okay, let's say that media, Gabor, Computer science. Okay. Who's your role model?
In computer science?
Yes. You don't have. Okay.
Music technology.
Music. So let's say music. Music and
Technology.
music technology.
Right.
Okay, good. Thank you. And Peter?
Business administration.
Business administration. Good. Okay. And Burma?
Okay. Chef.
Chef. Okay. Who's your role model? From?
Spain.
Okay. Good. Okay. I'll say that when I was in class 9, 10, 11, 12, when I was a young boy, age 16, 17, 18, 19, my role model was no Buddha. Albert Einstein. Yes, you're right. Albert Einstein, right? Albert Einstein. My role model was. So, for me, what matters was, not is, was physics. Physics. For me, physics was the most important thing. Then who's the best teacher? Anybody who knows the physics the best is the best teacher for me. You're getting it? So now, for all of us, now we discovered that something beyond physics, right? Basically, what I'm really looking for, why physics? With physics, it makes me happy. You getting it? Why physics? Why chef? Because by being chef, I really like it. I want to see different, style cuisines of different countries and so forth. Did you try momo? Huh? You like to learn how to make momos? You must be knowing this. Okay, then music technology, and the computer, software computer. So there, what matters for you? So now, why the chef? Why music technology? Why is the software engineer, the engineering, and so forth? So that way, it makes me happy, and it will give me a livelihood where I don't have to fear getting lost. So it gives me fearlessness and gives me happiness. And what degree of fearlessness you want? What degree of happiness you want? A possible 0 fear and 100% happiness. You getting it? So we see that now we have discovered a meaning which is beyond, more than, deeper than what we earlier thought is our goal. Now we have found a deeper level of goal. It doesn't mean that earlier goal was useless. Earlier goal was a part of it. So from this, now what is the best teacher? Somebody who can teach that. Somebody who can teach the fearlessness and infinite happiness. And that too, who can teach in the most effective way, that is the best teacher in this world. Who taught this for the first time? The Buddhist Shakyamuni. And it's not about so your bias. You look at the history of humanity. Who taught the emptiness, that everything is like a dream? Number one. Number two, that you should love every creature, every sentient being, to the level that you may go down, but keep holding others up. Who taught this? It's the Buddha. So this is not about the bias, it's about the reality. Look at the history of the humanity. Then you see that this is the one who taught me what I want. The wisdom of emptiness to free me from the fears, and universal compassion, universal compassionate bodhicitta for the infinite happiness that one is seeking. And then this on the planet Earth, he was the one who first taught it in a complete form. So therefore he's the best of the teacher. He says, the supreme among all teachers. We are proceeded to call by Buddha the supreme of all teachers, the one who taught this peace. This peace means where all your stress, depression, anxiety, disturbance dissolve and experience emptiness. This peace
which is freed of elaborations, meaning in the experience of emptiness, all elaboration of conventionalities dissolve. Okay, so what next? So much done? This part is done. What's the second part?
What Bali asked yesterday, 5 points for meditation on emptiness. You don't do the last
Okay, we left with the 2 points, right?
didn't mention it in the meditation, which was helpful this morning.
Okay.
Was there something else to remind?
Yes, Peter. Wow. Okay. So now, what? Cognitive obscuration, not to share cognitive obscuration or share cognitive or what? You just share cognitive obscuration, right? So what? Remove cognitive obscurations or what? Explain? Explain what? Okay, what exactly is the question? You forgot the question. You didn't forget the question, you forgot the detail of the question. Over there. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, how many of you volunteer to remind me? Even now look, I'll tell you, they would not raise hands. Yes, but I sure the girl over there. Don't just say it. Okay, you just read what you wrote. Just don't miss even a single word. Yes, what exactly? You're getting it? So look, all the people who would remind me, all right? They even don't know what to remind me. They say I'll remind you. They even don't know, and she can't even read what she wrote. Right? Exactly what she said. Right? Exactly what she said. What is cognitive obscuration? I didn't say this. What exactly is cognitive obscuration? She wrote it, and she was not looking at it, and she was supposed to be reminding me, right? And with pride, she said, "Yes, I'm to remind you." Okay. So what's the question?
I wasn't one of the reminded ones, but just from yesterday, I was also wondering if cognitive obscuration is the same as subtle affliction, or how they those two are.
Okay. The best thing is, learn how to ask the precise question. Learn how to articulate it with the economy of words. You getting it? With the economy. If the words are too verbose, the question will disappear. With the economy of words. Say, if you ask, the best question is, what exactly is cognitive obscuration? Full stop. Don't add any more words. Does it mean like this? Does it mean like that? Then my job is very easy. I will not explain anything. I'll say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, and you will not get anything. You're getting it? So just what exactly is cognitive obscuration? Full stop. Silence. Don't add any more words. If you add more words, then my job becomes easier. Why? I just stay back. I'll let you talk. Is it like this? I'll say no. Is it like that? I'll say no. Is it like this? You said yesterday like this. Is it like this? My job is to relax, say yes, no, that's it. I don't explain anything. You're getting the best thing is Oscar with K. C. Say it again. Wow, to articulate a precise question. What's the question? Most of us, we are laughing, while Oscar is not laughing because he's looking for the exact word. Right? We don't care about the exact word. What is cognitive obscuration, right? So he's looking for the exact word. He's looking for the articulation, right? Okay, what exactly is cognitive obscuration? This question. Okay, how many of you are ready? Raise hands. Okay, only if 80% and more. You ready? I'll explain. Otherwise not. Raise hands. Okay, so like 90%. Good. For this, the seriousness is required. If you're not serious, then it's just loss of my, waste of my energy. You getting it? The seriousness is required. So 90% is good enough. Okay. What is this? Flower. Don't make it complicated. Absence of chocolate. Don't say this. A flower. Okay. How do you know that there's a flower in my hand? Don't make it complicated. Just make something very simple. How do you know there's a flower in my hand? I can see it. Perfect. Okay. Simply because you saw this, does it mean that what you saw is the reality? No. Don't think that you're philosophers. How do you say? Yes, this is how I see. This is a flower. Okay. Imagine that you put on a blue glasses. You put blue glasses on, blue lenses on, and you look at the snow Mount Everest. What will you see? Blue snow. You getting it? Blue snow mountain. Okay, and I ask you, what is this? What will you say? This is a blue snow mountain. What will you say? Huh? It's mountain. You will not say it's a blue snow mountain. You getting it? But you are seeing blue snow mountain. And you're not saying this blue snow mountain. Why not? So here you are seeing yellow flower and you say it's yellow flower. Right? Simply because you see doesn't mean that it is. You believe in this. With the snow mountain, blue glasses on, you see blue snow. But you don't say it's a blue snow. You're getting it? What's the difference between the two? In the case of the lady over there, so how many, what's your name? How many agree with Rose? Raise hands. Good. Okay, anybody who likes to explain in different ways, like if there are like 2 or 3 different ways of explaining, things can become even clearer. Anyone? Yes.
So I correct what I'm seeing. I know it's white. It's like seeing white.
Good. Thank you. Tomer?
When I'm without the blue glasses, I know that I see things collectively.
Very good.
When I put blue glasses, I go back to my collective way.
Okay. Good. Anyone else? Okay, good. Now, do you agree with me that when you look at the object, when your consciousness, when your eyes, when your mind looks at the object, I say, oh, this is a flower, or this is beautiful, this is not beautiful, right? Or the weather is cold, weather is beautiful, weather is... All these descriptions are happening because of the interplay between the subject and the object, yes? All the emotions arise through the interplay of the object and the subject, which means that the mind sees the object, then on that basis, how you see the object, then the emotion stirs, comes as the consequences. You agree? In other words, there's interaction happening between your mind and the object. And this interaction between the object, the flower, and your mind, which sees the flower, this interaction meaning that there should be some the activities happening. So there are two activities. One is that the object appears to your mind. You agree? Object appears to mind. If I say I block it, right? Then the object cannot appear to you. I remove the block, then You see the object. So the object appears to mind. You agree? The action of appearance. The act of appearing. You're getting it? One. Number two, that your mind, not only the object appears to your mind, we don't say that my mind appears to the object. We will not say this. You agree? We will not say that my mind appears to the object. The object appears to me. So this act of appearance is from the object. Now there's another activity. There's the act of apprehension or apprehending. The mind apprehends the flower, perceives the flower. The mind perceives the flower or the mind apprehends the flower. So here we don't say the flower apprehends my mind. The flower appears to my mind. The mind does not appear to the flower. But the mind apprehends the flower does not apprehend the mind. You agree? So there are two activities. What are the two actions? Act of appearance and act of apprehending. Two. So act of appearance, appearance is related to the object or subject. Object. And the act of apprehension or apprehending is related to the subjects or the mind. Good, don't forget it. Now, what can happen is that when you know that the snow is white, but people do sometimes they stain the stones. They color the snow. This is also what happens sometimes. But we cannot color the Mount Everest, right? We cannot change the color of the snow of the Mount Everest. It's huge, massive. Say although the color of the snow is white, but when you put on, the color of the snow is white, you put on blue glasses, you look at it, you see the snow as blue, right? Which means the snow appears as blue. Yes, snow appears as blue. It is mistaken or is a valid perception? Mistaken, right? That snow appears as blue is wrong. It's not blue. It's mistaken. You agree? Good. Now, your mind does not assent, does not agree to the appearance, right? Your mind will say, oh, the snow is blue. Your mind will not say this. It appears as blue, but it's not blue. You getting it? So your mental consciousness, your mind, if you've already seen snow before, then you say that my mind don't agree with this appearance. Appearance is mistaken. And you, from your mind, you know that the snow is white. It appears as blue is mistaken because of my glasses, blue glasses. You agree? So there, in the case of somebody who has never seen snow before, who never heard about snow, and for the first time with blue glasses on and taken to the Mount Everest, oh, this is snow. Yes, okay. Then the person may know. Say something, oh, snow is blue. But you already know that, although it appears as blue, but you don't agree that to be blue. So your mental consciousness knows that it is not blue. You're getting it? Your mental consciousness apprehends the snow as not blue. You're getting it? Okay, so for your mental consciousness, the snow appears as blue with the blue glasses on, but your mental consciousness will not apprehend the snow as blue. The snow may appear as blue with the blue glasses on. With the blue glasses on, you look at the snow, and the snow appears as blue to your eye consciousness plus mental consciousness both. But the mental consciousness will not say that the snow is blue. You're getting it? Mental consciousness will apprehend the snow as not blue. Okay. So having said this, our mind can become mistaken. So what do you mean by your mind is mistaken? Anyone? What do you mean by mind is mistaken? Joel? What the mind thinks and the reality, these two are not same. Okay. So there's a discrepancy between what it is and how it appears. Okay, how many agree with Joel? Raise hands. Good. So now to articulate this, Oscar, what is articulation? To be very precise. Same, to articulate this, what is meant by mind becoming wrong or mind becoming mistaken is when there's any mistake happening to the appearance or the apprehension. You're getting this is articulation. When the mistake happens on the appearance level or the apprehension level, we say that the mind gets mistaken. And mind can be mistaken in two ways. Mistaken with respect to the appearance or mistaken with respect to the apprehension. You getting it? Mind can be mistaken with respect to the appearance of the object or with respect to the apprehension of the object. Okay. Say the which of the two mistakes is more gross? Let's say on the say you and the small child who is for the first time seeing, hearing snow, with both of you with glasses, blue glasses on, and the child says, and both of you, do you agree with me that for both of you the snow appears as blue? Yes? What did I say? Raise hands, what did I say? Did you over there? Perfect. Okay, not only child who has never seen snow before, never heard about snow before. Good. Did you follow my question? So the question is, the snow appears as blue for both of you, the little child and little child who never heard about or seen snow before, and you with blue glasses on, the snow appears blue to both of you. Yes? Good. That is mistaken, not mistaken. Mistaken. Next. Which of the two minds apprehend the snow is blue? The child's mind or your mind? Child's mind, not your mind, right? So your mind is mistaken with respect to the snow in what way? On the level of the appearance. But if the child's mind is mistaken with respect to appearance and apprehension both. You getting it? Okay. So let's say that the mistake of the child with respect to the apprehending the snow is blue, and your mistake with respect to this seeing the snow, appearing the snow as blue. Which of the two is grosser mistake? Raise hands. Raise hands. Which one? Apprehension or the appearance? Apprehension is grosser. You're getting it? Could you follow up to this point? Are you sure? Huh? No? Okay. Let me quickly say that Terry. Okay. Terry, you know what snow is. Snow is white. Good. Terry, put in the blue glasses. You look at the snow and the snow appears as blue. You agree? And that is mistaken? Okay, good. And then the small child who never heard about snow before for the first time with blue glasses on, and he looks at the snow and the snow appears as blue, and the child says, oh, blue snow, right? Blue snow. There's also a mistake. For you, the snow appears as blue. This is also mistaken, yes? So there's mistake with your eyes, mistake with the child. And the child, not only it appears blue, child is blue. Apprehension is also mistaken. For you, you will not apprehend the snow as blue. You only see the snow as appears blue. Snow appears as blue. So there are two mistakes happening. One is appearance blue to you, and the child apprehends the snow as blue. Which of the two is grosser? Okay. Appearance grosser, which is easier to be removed. So for you have the mistaken apprehension of the snow as blue. For you, The snow, the snow is blue, you will say this? You will not say this. So you don't apprehend the snow is blue. But that is already removed. Easier to be removed. But the snow still appears blue to you when the blue glass is on. Good. Okay. So with this, we said now. Thus far you understood it? You understood? Good. Yes, easier to be removed. No, that agree. So let's put like this. Your name? Stefan. Let's say Stefan put on the blue glasses, right? And I tell you how does snow appear to you. You'll say it appears blue, right? And I say that actually it is blue. You'll say no, it's not blue. You're getting it? So even if you know it's blue, as long as the blue glass is on, you cannot remove this wrong appearance. As long as you put on blue glasses, you cannot remove the wrong appearance. But the wrong apprehension is already removed. So in that way, it is grosser. Good? Okay. Thus far, if you cannot get this far, then we cannot move to emptiness, cognitive obscuration. Got it? Good. Now next we move to instead of the seeing things as blue, seeing things as objectively real. You getting it? Seeing things as objectively real. So with respect to objective reality, seeing things objectively real, again there are two mistakes. Object appears as objectively real. The flower appears as objectively real, and the mind apprehends the flower as objectively real. There are two mistakes. Of the two mistakes, the second one, the object, say when the mind interacts with the object, there are two mistakes can happen. This mind can make two mistakes with respect to objective existence. The flower object can appear as objectively real. One mistake. Why is a mistake? Why, if the object appears as object real to your mind, why, if the flower appears object real to your mind, how is this mistake? Anyone? Yes, Peter? Because it doesn't exist objectively and it appears that way, that is wrong. Okay, good. Now the second mistake is what? Anyone? Yes, Lisa. Second mistake is with respect to the apprehension. If not only the flower appears object real, if the mind apprehends the flower as object real, that is another mistake. Of the two mistakes, the mind apprehending the flower. Okay, before this, I like to share. I like to tell you that when the mistakes happen on appearance level, this mistake may not be happening on the apprehension level. For example, say like Terry, looking at the snow with blue glasses on, the snow appears as blue, they'll be mistaken, but his apprehension is not mistaken. He knows that the snow is not blue. You getting it? So if the mistakes happen on appearance level, the mistake may not be on the apprehension level. But if the mistake is on the apprehension level, the mistake must be on the appearance level also. You getting it? Say if somebody, let me put it like this. If somebody does not know, would you agree with me? If somebody does not know 2 plus 5 equals 7, for sure the person does not know quantum physics. You agree? Don't say no. I say yes. If somebody does not know 2 plus 5 equals 7, you can guarantee the person doesn't know quantum physics. You're getting it? But if you don't know quantum physics, does it mean that you don't know 2 plus 5 equals 7? No, not necessary. There are many people who know, everybody knows 2 plus 5 equals 7, but how many you know quantum physics? So less. You getting it? So likewise, if there is mistake with respect to the appearance, mistake may not be there on the apprehension level. If the mistake is on the apprehension level, the mistake must be on the appearance level. You got it? Don't forget it. If you know this now, say a mind with respect to objective existence. The flower, say, the flower appears as objectively real to the mind. This is one mistake. Another mistake is mind apprehend the flower as object real. These are two mistakes. Of the two mistakes, the second one, which is the mind apprehending the flower, that is afflictive obscuration. The mind apprehending the flower as object real, the mind apprehending any objective existence. The mind apprehending objective existence is a mistake, and that is a afflictive obscuration, the gross one. The mind apprehending the objective existence, any mind which apprehends the objective existence, is afflictive obscuration. Whereas, so when you remove the afflictive obscurations, then you attain fearlessness. That is nirvana. One attains nirvana, and person is known as arahat. The person is known as arahat. So arahat, they remove the apprehension of the objective existence. So self-grasping, grasping meaning apprehending. Self-grasping ignorance apprehends objective existence. So arahats, they remove self-grasping ignorance, they remove the apprehension of objective existence. So arahats, they don't have the fear anymore. Fear of samsara dissolves for them. But they still have, okay, did I give you this example? The same, somebody smashed a garlic in Myanmar. Did I give the example? Huh? Okay, are you sure? Yes, I don't trust you. Right? Yes, I remind you, and you remind me something wrong. Right? Okay. Smell of a garlic. They say the apprehending things object real, that is like the solid garlic, which is easier to be removed. And this object appearing as object real, the flower appearing as object real, that is like the smell of the garlic. Right? Smell of the garlic, and where there's a solid garlic, smell of garlic is also there. Huh? You don't know that. Where there's a solid garlic, the smell of garlic is also there, yes? Where the smell of garlic, the solid garlic may not be there. What yes? Where the smell of garlic is there, solid garlic may not be there. For example, a mug or a glass where the garlic is smashed, and you remove the garlic, wash it too well, smell it, it still smells garlic. So there's a situation where the smell of garlic is there, but no solid garlic. Likewise, there's a situation where there's appearance of objective reality there, but no grasping at the objective reality. No apprehension of the objective reality. Who's that? Arhats. Those who attain nirvana. Arhats, they don't have the grasping, they don't have the apprehension of the objective reality, but the object still appear as object real. You getting it? So, say the mind. Okay, now what exactly is cognitive obscuration? Now I'm explaining this. What exactly is cognitive obscuration? That is a mind which is mistaken with respect to the object of appearance and not with respect to object of apprehension. A mind which is mistaken with respect to the object of appearance and not with respect to object of apprehension. And its subtle imprints, subtle latencies. You may be wondering what is latencies. I'll explain this. Okay, let me say this again. A mind which is mistaken with respect to the appearance of objective existence and its subtle latencies or subtle imprints. Uh-huh. Different. What did I say? Appearance of the object reality and okay, and that is the additional thing, and not apprehending objective existence. This is one part, plus the subtle imprints to activate this appearance, wrong appearance. You got it? Not apprehending objective existence. The mind which is mistaken with respect to the object of appearance, but not with respect to the object of apprehension of objective existence, plus the subtle imprints, plus its subtle imprints. Its is easier. Its subtle imprints. Okay, what is that? The mind which is mistaken with respect to the object of apprehension, mind which is mistaken with respect to the apprehension of the object of reality. What is that? Hey, whatever. Huh? The mind which is mistaken with respect to the apprehension of object of reality. Afflictive obscurations, right? Mind which is mistaken with respect to object of, with respect to the objective appearance of objective existence, while not apprehending it as objective real. What is that? Cognitive obscurations, and along with the subtle stains, along with its subtle stains or subtle imprints. What do you mean by subtle imprints? It is like, let's say that when we have arthritis, your fingers, they become very stiff. Yes, not all. Some extreme arthritis, fingers can become very stiff, and then your fingers, and for example, say I'm suffering from arthritis, and you are free from arthritis, and you put my fingers together. People may think that this was the same, but this is not the same. Your finger is very flexible. My finger is very rigid. You getting it? So although you don't see the flexibility, but they said there is the imprint of the flexibility, potential. Imprint meaning potential for the flexibility is there. How do you know that? You just move like this, the flexibility is seen. Whereas with the fingers rigid, with the arthritis problem, it's not, it's very stiff. You're getting it? It does not have the tendency, or does not the proclivity, or the potential for the flexibility. So this meaning of the imprints. Is there a question? What happened? You raised your hand. Huh? What do you want to? Okay, what is subtle imprint? No, yes. Again, you may say, you may do like that girl, right? Explain it. Okay, inactive. What is inactive latency? What do you mean inactive latencies? Inactive latency afflictions, let's say. Oh, I don't know. There's a strange Buddhism coming up. Nalanda Buddhism, right? What is that? Lazyism Buddhism coming up, right? What is inactive seeds? Saying that it has to give rise to something. If it gives rise to something, it's not inactive. Say like a seed, a burned seed. Generally seed means to germinate, sprout something. But when it's burned, it'll never sprout. So that is the meaning of inactive seeds, inactive latencies. Good. How many of you now understood what is cognitive obscuration? Raise your hands. Romar, no. Where did you get stuck? Okay. Latencies for things to appear as object real. Yes.
All is latency.
So let's say that say you are looking at me. You're not thinking of say let's say your house. But when you think of me, your mind is just fully with me, discussion. You're not thinking of your house. But you have the latencies to appear, for your house to appear as object real to you. Latencies there. How do you know that? When you go back to your house, again it appears object real. So what made it does not exist as object real, but it appears. How? This imprint within you. That is a latency which is responsible for you to again have the appearance of a object reality of your house. You got it?
But if I look on you and I see you as
But you be
your visual,
yes, of course.
so what is formal latencies?
So no, the latency is there. So again, when you go back home, oh, this is my house is broken, right? Somebody is broken in. When you say that, again, your perception of me dissolves. So I don't appear as object real to you. But you still have the latency for me to appear as object real to you. How do you know that? Next time you attend the next class, again, it appears. Welcome. Okay, Yinping. Yes. Yes. What is mechanism? Okay, these leaders are very bad. And they make us to see things object real. It's a muscle mechanism. But identify the mechanism and get rid of this. That's true. That's true. Okay. Anyone who can help me? Huh? What's the mechanism? Okay, so let's say, Lisa, you know what to say? Huh? So the self-grasping ignorance is like the solid garlic. Where the solid garlic is there, the smell of garlic is also there, right? So when self-grasping ignorance comes, then the latency for objects to appear as object real is also there, right? So but for example, let's say that the rubber band, if you just keep it there without stretching it, you don't know whether this can be stretched or not. So then you say that yes, it can be stretched. How do you know that? It is latency. And how do you know that there's latency there? You pull it. I pull it, then you see that it can be stretched. So if it's like just regular string like this, regular string, it can be stretched. So what's the difference? One has the ability to be stretched, other doesn't have the ability to be stretched, right? So what made one to be stretched is because of that ability, right? That is the mechanism. So what about the Yinping? I agree with you to some extent with respect to the conceptual mind. Generic image is related to the conceptual mind, but a mind may not be conceptual. It can be also non-conceptual, for like eye consciousness. To all our minds, only mind to which the objective existence does not appear is the non-dual, the mind which is non-dual with the emptiness. In other words, the mind which sees emptiness directly. Except to this mind, to all other minds, objective existence appear, which means including sense consciousness, which do not have generic image. Okay, in other words, what he said is right. Say that the things that appear, they don't really exist from the object. is all projected by your mind. So therefore we said that our mind is the one which is the best of the projectors. We said it. So what you said, the generic dream is created by your mind. Likewise, not only generic, everything except, okay, I won't even say emptiness. Everything is what our mind projects. So therefore, I describe my mind, our mind, as the best of the projectors. It never fails to projecting. It continues to, in other words, make things, project things. Project meaning it's not from the object. It's what your mind is making, cooking up stories. And what made to cook the story? Because of the potential inside. Yes, here.
I just have a question that so we say afflictive observations and karmas, afflictions, and the active states. And here we are talking about the inactive.
Yes.
So can we say that here the subtle states and imprints or the smell of garlic is really the habituation of apprehending objective reality? So what is left over, that habituation, gives us this tendency to appear for
The habituation has two kinds. One which is active habituation and other is inactive habituations. You getting it? Active habituations, they also give rise to the appearance as well as the wrong apprehension. Inactive habituation gives rise to only the wrong appearance, no wrong apprehension. Okay, Wali.
First, this state we spoke about comes from the object. How
Meaning appearance. Not, it doesn't come from the object. It's not, see, act of appearance is related to the object. It's not saying it's coming from the object. No. Nothing comes from the object. Nothing is there from the object. Therefore, nothing comes. Related to the object. In other words, let's say appearance. Appearance, the object appears to the mind. The mind does not appear to the object. This is language. Yes, Shriya. Okay. Okay. This is a good question. Memories, are there latencies in one? Memories, are there latencies in one? What do you think? Peter says yes. How many of you say yes, resents? Okay, how many say no, resents? How many say not sure, resents? Okay, how many don't know what is memory, resents? How many know what is memory, resents? Resents. Okay, the young man there, what is memory? Remembering, former actions, former things. Okay. Memory, is it a mind or not mind? Shreya, what do you think? Memory is a mind. Okay, now look, if you qualify memory as a mind, mind means is a manifest state. Mind is a memory state. Anything which is a mind should be is a manifest state. Latency should be non-manifest state. Latencies, meaning non-manifest state. For example, like, say, I just keep dumb like this, and people may think that he doesn't know how to speak, right? He doesn't know Tibetan, right? And then when I start speaking Tibetan, oh, he speaks Tibetan. When he was very quiet, there's a tendency, latencies in him to speak Tibetan, which is not manifest. Why they think that I don't know Tibetan is because that it's not manifested. But the moment it becomes manifest, then people will realize that, oh, early when he was quiet, although he was not speaking Tibetan, he did know how to speak Tibetan. There's a latency inside. Latency is a non-manifest state, and a mind should be a manifest state. If the memory is what you call as a mind, it is already in a manifest state, it's not latency. But why I ask how many don't know what memory is? Because memory is quite, English word memory is quite, and there's ambiguity there. Memory in a form of a manifest state of mind, which remembers as, what's your name? What Andrea said, like an active state of mind, active state of thinking mind, or we said the neuroscientists would say that the memory is stored in this part of the brain. Stored meaning is in the non-manifest state. You getting it? So if that is how you interpret memory, then memory can have two sides. One is active memory and one is a dormant memory. Dormant memory is latencies. Active memories are not latencies, they are mental states. Good? Any more questions? Yes. Okay. I say when you remove cognitive obscurations or when, what? What's the question? Okay, when you remove cognitive obscuration, you, every moment you cognize emptiness non-dualistically. Let me repeat it. If you remove, in other words, when you remove cognitive obscuration, you become Buddha. When you become, you see emptiness always non-dualistically. You see emptiness non-dualistically all the time. But seeing seeing emptiness non-dualistically happens before removing the cognitive obscurations. So we talk about gate, para samgade, bori swaha. Third one, what is the third one? Gate, para gate. You getting it? Okay, let me quickly share what these five are. Gate, these are the five stages. Five stages to full awakening for Buddhahood. Five stages of Buddhahood. And then these five stages are known as five paths. Five paths. So the first path is the path of accumulation. Gate. The first gate is it is the path of accumulation. Second gate is path of preparation. And the third paragati is a part of seeing. Fourth parasangati is part of meditation. And bodhiswaha is part of normal learning. Five paths. When you reach the third one, what's the third one? Path of seeing. When you reach the third path, when you see, at that point you see emptiness non-dualistically. But it doesn't mean that when you reach the third path, you always see emptiness. No. When in meditative state, you can see emptiness non-dualistically. When you come out, again, the objective existence appears to the mind. But when you become Buddha, then the objective existence, appearance of objective existence stops completely. Okay, yes, Peter? Yes, perfect. When you become Buddha, it is like remove the glass. Not only that you know the snow is not blue, the snow doesn't even appear as blue to you anymore. Yes, Gabor? Yes. See emptiness meaning, but the glimpse of emptiness doesn't mean you see emptiness directly. Glimpse meaning is conceptual. Yes. 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 Say it again. Why? Oh, what will it trigger? Okay, with burn seeds. Okay, this is a good question. So this should be directed to us. So how? This is her question. If it is burned, will not give rise to anything. So what's the point of this latency? This is what she's asking. Yes.
So the active seeds that are part of the fictive obscuration will have the potential to give rise to afflictions and fatality. Here it's just the smell of garlic. So that potentiality cannot give rise to afflictions and fatality in karma. And in that sense, is giving rise to this wrong appearance of objective reality.
So it is burnt or is inactive with respect to the afflictions, not with respect to the cognitive obscurations. Yes, thank you. Yes, Tomar.
I heard some teaching the first moment you see an object, then application happens. And the second moment, you forget that you just decrease it. And then appears the objective existence. So if I understand it, when the first moment there is no objective existence,
Okay. When was that? That was 10 years ago or like few over lifetimes ago? When was the first one you projected and then the what? You're not aware of that?
when I see a flower,
Okay, when you see a flower today or yesterday? Okay. So the point is that what Tomar is saying is that, say, you're not seeing flower at the moment. Suddenly I show the flower, right? So then what is the sequence? You see the flower, you first project the flower, then you project the flower as object real, then you apprehend the object real. It's like a sequence or simultaneous. Okay. So for the ease of explanation, flower, objective flower, grasping this objective flower, but in real experience, we are not just coming as the new person on the planet Earth. We were old person. You getting it? Old person meaning that we are from long time ago, many lifetimes ago, right? If you don't believe in this, some people have this video clip. You must watch this video clip. If you don't believe that you are very old, thousand years old, if you don't believe in this, you must watch the video clip. You know what I'm saying? That's a video clip. You must watch it. Gopal, you understand it? Video clip. What is that? Louder. Do you understand what Gopal is saying? So there, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. You can watch it, right? It's a video clip where a toddler. It's not a toddler actually. Toddler in the baby body, in a baby chair like this, and he is crying. And the mother gives some noodles, and he looks at it and rejects it. And still crying. And mother gives something else. Looks at it and rejects it 3 times. Still crying. And finally, mother left a glass of wine on his table. And he was so happy. He's not a toddler. He was alcoholic in the past life. He's not a toddler. You're getting it? So we are not the young, we are very extremely old ones. You're getting it? So all these there's no one moment when you say that, oh, this is the first time I saw the flower. Now I'm seeing its object real. Our mind is so addicted to seeing these things. They're so fast, right? We don't know which comes first. It's almost like they're all happening together. But it doesn't mean that when you see the flower, automatically you apprehend the flower's object real. Not necessary. There are three ways of the perceiving the flower. Perceiving meaning grasping the flower or apprehending the flower. Apprehending the flower as objective real the flower, 1. Number 2, illusion like flower. Number 2, when you see emptiness and when you think of the emptiness of the flower, still it appears, it's like illusion. Illusion like flower, number 2. Number 3, a flower apprehension. Appearance is where there's appearance of flower happens, where there's appearance of the flower happens to the non-Buddhas, always objective, it appears objective real. Right? But apprehension-wise, not necessary. So third apprehension is apprehending the flower without being qualified by being illusion-like or being objective real. Even without being qualified, any of these two, still it can apprehend the flower just as a flower. But appearance-wise, always objective real. Okay, any more questions? Yes, over there. Subtle afflictions. The gross afflictions, like gross afflictions, first gross afflictions, for example, like, okay, gross afflictions is affliction where the self-centered attitude works in and then does the job. Self-grasping ignorance projects things, right? Flower, how does it appear? Object real or object real? It appears real. So self-grasping ignorance already created this object real flower, right? And that self-centered attitude comes, you like it? Wow, it's amazing, right? It's amazing. This is Thomas' description yesterday. Amazing, right? Which means that the attachment already kicks in, attachment. So when involuntary pull and push happens, that's the gross. Where the involuntary pull and push is not happening, this is subtle. For example, like seeing this object real, yeah, object real flower. But involuntary pull, how is this? So. There's no involuntary pull and push. But you have already seen the object as object real. So seeing this object real, perceiving, apprehending this object real, that is already affliction, but it's not the gross, it's a subtle one. Okay, over there. Ten non-virtues, yes. Yes. Okay. So for example, like what about in your house? There are so many cockroaches, what should we do? The fleas and so forth, what should we do? Okay. And this is a serious question. Yes, very complicated question. Okay, so the best thing is be wise. Be wise means those beings, those people who can see things from distance, from far away before the time, right? Way before time, before the actual event, you should be able to see that. Then, for example, like keeping the house clean, your hairs and so forth, keep them clean so that the consequences will not come. This is the wisest thing to do. Then number two is that in my case, for example, let's say in my case, one time that I had some of you know what is samba. What is samba? Roasted barley flour, not just barley flour, roasted barley flour, which you can eat very easily. Otherwise, barley flour, don't think that you don't say this. Everybody may say that, okay, this barley flour, we can eat it. They will have diarrhea. Roasted barley flour, right? Okay, roasted barley flour, you can eat it directly. It's very convenient, extremely convenient, particularly people who have sugar problem and who need to have a sustained energy, regulated energy rather than sudden burn of the calories. Instead of that regulated, then the samba is very good. Roasted barley flour is very good. Okay, so what happened was that my friends from different places, they sent me roasted barley flour, samba. And so when I was in Dharamsala, it's very convenient. There are so many Tibetan people, I can just distribute very easy. And I cannot eat everything. In Delhi, I'm surrounded by all the young Tibetan boys and girls. And young Tibetan boys and girls, they are more keen on pizza and hamburger and so forth. They are not keen on samba, right? So because of this, then samba gets stacked up there and nowhere to give. And I cannot eat I cannot eat these all. So they get stuck up. One time, my relatives, they came and they cleaned up. Oh, Gishela, your kitchen is so messy. They cleaned up everything. They made everything so clean. And then even the sambas disappeared. No samba. And I was so glad. It's so beautiful. It's so clean. After about 10, 15 days, I could start to see the cockroach. 1, 2 cockroaches coming. Why cockroaches coming in my house? There's no cockroach. I made sure that I blocked everything. There's no way by which cockroaches can invade my place from other places. But now how come the cockroach coming? And it's very frequently coming now. I was so confused. Where? I opened the cupboard. Hundreds of cockroaches came out. Why? All the sambas are stacked inside. Inside, and they're not visible. Look so nice. So clean. Actually, they were all stacked inside. Maybe somehow 1 or 2 cockroaches got in somehow. And they were feeding on this and they were breeding. Hundreds of cockroaches. So what should I do? Then what should I do? This is, if I give you this answer, then you will get the solution. So what I did is that, and I was wondering, what did they do with the sambas, right? And actually, the cockroaches were breeding on this. And then I removed the sambas. I kept a little portion of samba there for the already grown cockroaches to feed on. Because if everything's taken out, then they'll die, right? So I kept some of them there. When less, then they'll not breed. They'll not breed if less food. So less food just for them to survive. And then meanwhile, all the other places keep them very clean every day. Then gradually the cockroaches, they disappeared. And 2 cockroaches were left. So who was sharing my room? Who was sharing my bed? Yeah, I was in my bed, married to my practice, and then I see that at 9 p.m. the 2 cockroaches, they come from some corner come from my place, because sometimes I also have my lunch at the same place. And then some breaths, they fall off, and they must be coming. And looking at these body movement, I could see that they're not young. These 2 cockroaches, they're not young. So I don't have to worry that they'll breed. So, okay, don't worry. So you come. So they come, and then they eat something, they go. It's fine. So you're my roommate. Yeah, they're my roommate. And the other cockroaches keep very clean and already exist. Don't kill them. Don't kill them. Just keep little food. Don't put luxurious food. They will keep breeding. Keep little food for them to survive. And then they will not breed, and they grow old and they'll die. Their lifespan is not long. Their lifespan is short. They'll disappear. They disappeared, and to them, from the movement, I would see that they're old. They're not fast. They're not slow. So I thought that you can be my roommate, Mr. Problem. You stay with me, you come, you eat, and you go. And at 9 o'clock sharp, they come. They come, they eat something, they go. So then after a while, they also disappeared. So this is what we can do. Okay, good. This is what I'm saying, same thing. Clean this up. First, don't kill. So first, say you comb well. Comb your hair well. Make sure that the fleas they are taken away. Once combed well, fleas are gone, then make sure that you keep your hair tidy and clean so that they don't come back. Mosquitoes.
That you always have food.
Mosquitoes.
Yes, like very luxurious food, like always.
Who?
Mosquitoes.
Okay. For the mosquitoes, what you do, what we can do is that the window meshes, so important. Window mesh. It should be made mosquito-free zone. You have to make it mosquito-free zone. You have to make sure that the windows, even the doors, if there's a possibility for you, make sure that they are double doors, a little bit of gap in between the first door and second door, right? First door you enter and close it. One or two mosquitoes may escape inside, don't worry. Then the second door is there and they'll get stuck in between, right? And you can get in. So they'll be inside, you're inside. No, don't worry, so they're very smart. They're very smart. They survive in the wood, They survive, don't worry. And the next morning you open say, be very smart. In the morning, when the sunlight is there, you open the window, the mosquitoes will go outside. Don't worry. You getting it? Good. Gati gati paragati parasangate bodhisvatyata om gati gati paragati parasangate bodhisvatyata om gati gati paragati parasangate bodhisvatyata om gati gati paragati parasa swaha. Okay, 3 prostrations.